Dear President Trump, listen very carefully. Greenland has been part of the Danish kingdom for 800 years. It's an integrated part of our country. It is not for sale. Let me put it in words you might understand. Mr. Trump, f*** off.
This morning, Denmark's Prime Minister has praised the people of Greenland for their resilience amid mounting pressure from the Trump administration to take control of the semi-autonomous Danish territory.
And the world needs us to have Greenland, including Denmark. Denmark has to have us have.
You're about to see how Canada just pulled off the sneakiest Arctic power move of the decade, while Trump was out there yelling about buying Greenland. This story has billion-dollar deals, Cold War secrets, Europe alliances, and a plot twist no one saw coming. So don't scroll away, because by the time Trump opened his mouth, Canada was already clinking glasses in Nuuk. Here's how it all went down. While the world was fixated on power struggles between superpowers, Canada quietly pulled off one of the most surprising geopolitical plays in recent Arctic history. With a $3 billion mining agreement tucked under its belt, it stepped into Greenland, not with threats or fanfare, but with deals too strategic to ignore. The move rattled the balance of power up north, especially after a thunderous promise from President Trump in early 2025 to annex Greenland.
And I think we're going to get it. One way or the other, we're going to get it. We will keep you safe. We will make you rich, and together we will take Greenland to heights like you have never thought possible before.
One way or another, he bellowed, we're going to get it. That speech lit up cable news. But here's the kicker. By the time Trump opened his mouth, Canada was already sipping celebratory maple whiskey in Nuuk with Greenlandic and Europe leaders. While Trump talked about deals, Canada did the deals, quietly, strategically, with none of the screaming or Sharpie maps. And just like that, the Arctic wasn't a one-man MAGA show anymore. It became a chessboard, and Canada just whispered, check. After stumbling his way back into the White House in November 2024, Trump came armed with a revenge list and zero chill. The border wall, Ukraine, peace. Yes, Greenland, the frozen fantasy he tried to buy like a Florida condo. But this time, he wasn't joking. By March 2025, he wasn't asking for Greenland. He was claiming it. Before we continue, click subscribe below. We don't sugarcoat. We don't protect politicians. We expose what others won't.
What do you feel about Trump?
What the stupid human in the world like a Trump.
In front of Congress, Trump demanded control over the island. And behind closed doors, his team dusted off Cold War-era blueprints. One was an Eisenhower-era Arctic control memo. The other a relic from the 80s radar belt. Both now starring in Trump's Arctic fan fiction. Why the obsession? One word, resources. The Pentagon warned that Greenland's northern coast left a radar blind spot, a hiding place for Russian subs. But the real jackpot was under the ice. 38 billion tons of rare earth elements like niobium, graphite, zirconium, plus over 17 billion barrels of oil, enough to power the planet, or Trump's ego. Missouri's Josh Hawley, ever the drama queen, screamed that if the US didn't act, China would. But while Trump was pounding the table for minerals first policies, the message flopped hard in Nuuk and Copenhagen.
In a Facebook post on Wednesday, Greenland's Prime Minister writing in part, "We don't want to be Americans nor Danes. We are Greenlanders. We are not for sale and cannot simply be taken. Our future will be decided by us in Greenland."
Greenland's leaders clapped back fast and hard. Another official called it wild and weird, like a rejected Shark Tank pitch. Even Denmark's PM, Mette Frederiksen, shut it down. Greenland belongs to its people, not to Donald, not to Washington, and definitely not to MAGA real estate developers. By mid-March 2025, Denmark and Greenland issued a joint statement slamming the door on any talk of sovereignty transfer. And they warned, if Trump tried any strong-arm tactics, NATO unity would crack like permafrost in July. But here's where it gets wild. While Trump chased headlines, Greenland chased independence. And Canada was right there, holding the pen. Thanks to the EU's Critical Raw Materials Act passed in 2023, Greenland saw an opening, and two Canadian firms pounced. First up, Greenland Resources Inc., formerly focused on molybdenum in Ontario. That's the metal that turns steel into don't even think about breaking this steel. Europe wanted it. Canada had it. So in late 2024, Greenland Resources inked a deal with the European Investment Bank's Green Fund, with help from Denmark's Export Credit Agency. By March 2025, they landed a 30-year mining license. Where's that ore going? Straight to Europe's steel sector, not a crumb for Washington. Meanwhile, Amaroq Minerals, a Canadian-listed firm also trading in Reykjavik and London, resurrected the Nuuk gold project. That site had been mothballed due to logistical nightmares, but suddenly it got £45 million in fresh capital from Denmark, Norway's pension fund, and private equity in the UK, and, drumroll, the US Yep American investors unknowingly bankrolled Canada's Arctic rise. You can't make this up. While Trump was yelling about ownership, Canada quietly bought influence with receipts, and it shook the whole alliance. Norway backed Denmark. France deployed a nuclear submarine to Baffin Bay. Poland said nothing, trying not to upset Daddy America. Canada warned against resource coercion and expanded its Arctic strategy, dubbed the Arctic Hexagon. That included mining hubs from Baffin Island to Greenland, tied to Canada-US space ops. But with a warning, any MAGA cowboy moves in the Arctic, and China might just come knocking. Then came the energy play. Cedar Energy, a Canadian firm, entered talks to launch a floating LNG plant near Disco Bay, selling to Eurasian buyers. With Trump's own LNG restrictions choking U.S. exports, Germany, desperate to ditch Russian and American gas, looked north and said, "Oh, hello, Canada." The result? Greenland's economy began to shift, hard. Mining revenue from molybdenum and gold flowed in. Byproducts like silver and copper fueled Europe's blue hydrogen projects, and Greenland's sovereign wealth fund ballooned. No need for handouts from DC, Beijing, or anyone else. Meanwhile, America, missiles delayed, contractors scrambling. Lockheed Martin postponed hypersonic tests. Raytheon called Australia and Chile. And U.S. clean energy plans, built on domestic battery production, hit a cold, hard wall. No Greenland, no materials. Inside Congress, resistance grew. Senator Lisa Murkowski warned of climate damage and alliance rifts. Northeast Democrats proposed joint mining ventures. The State Department's pitch to Denmark flopped like a lead seal. Canada, unbothered, expanding, coordinating, stabilizing. So as Trump rants about grabbing icebergs, Canada's already walking off the Arctic stage with a $3 billion, and Greenland isn't looking back. What do you think this shift means for the Arctic and for the old-school alliances that used to run the show? Let us know in the comments. And if you're into stories like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what's coming next.